Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we are back starting Season 2 of The Expanse. So that wasn't too long of a break, folks, now was it? I'm here, and I'm so excited to get back into The Expanse. As of this recording, my movie poll is actually still up. I wanted to keep going a little while longer to garner more votes, but in the meantime, I figured I would give my Patreon supporters the first episode of Season 2, just because I don't want them to wait too long for anything. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, that means the movie reaction has already come out, and thus you did wait a little while longer for me to get back to The Expanse. Just goes to show the benefit of being a Patreon member. You can find the link in my description. It is, as I've always said, the best way to support me. Now, I won't keep you here for too long. I just want to go over my thoughts of Season 1 as a whole. So first, I would say the overarching premise, what drove the story in Season 1 was a mystery. Who are on these ships? Where do they come from? And why do they so badly want to start a war between Earth and Mars, one that the Belt will inevitably get caught up in? Now, we did get that answer partially already, but the answer really just caused more questions to manifest. I do think that the premise of a mystery in space is really cool. I like how it sets itself apart from Battlestar. Now, I'm not going to compare The Expanse to Battlestar around every turn, but I will do so as often as I feel necessary to illustrate my thoughts. Battlestar had a few small mysteries at the beginning, like who was a silent and who was not, but as far as the war aspect goes, who was on whose side, that was pretty cut and dry, at least for Season 1. Where The Expanse, who the enemy is opaque. Where people's motivations come from or where their loyalties lie is unclear. And even main characters like Miller's motivations, like where do they come from? Whoever wants to start this war, what is your end game? You better have a pretty intricate political plan mapped out if you're trying to snatch power. I mean, what? Do you want the UN to fall? Is that your power vacuum? I have so many questions that I don't even want to begin to speculate here. Now, I enjoyed Season 1 of The Expanse immensely, and I'm glad I don't have to wait much time at all to start Season 2, because even though I believe that the crew getting off of Eros was a good place to end Season 1, a good way to end Season 1, I have to also believe that the authors, Daniel Abraham and Ty Frank, would have loved for Season 1 to contain these next 5 episodes to bring the ending to the same point as their first book. So am I, subconsciously in my head going to start thinking of these next 5 episodes as just a continuation of Season 1? Should I do that consciously? Should I not do that consciously? You guys tell me. Finally, a couple of quick things from recent comments. You all made me realize that Fred Johnson received the distress call from Julie per the beacon that she planted on the asteroid. He didn't actually receive a voicemail message from her. Those went to Dawes, like we saw, and it seems like Dawes subsequently ignored them. So my theory of Fred Johnson thinking that Dawes is on his side while Dawes actually has more nefarious plans is still in play. And finally, okay, you all have told me that Naomi did not know that mech tunnel specifically on Eros. She was just using her smarts and perhaps her OPA background to figure out where to go, knowing where the maps was, using the Coriolis effect, etc. Not much of a spoiler that she didn't know. I don't see the harm in me continuing to believe it, though, but okay, that's fine. She didn't know. Well, all right, everyone. I'm sure you are anticipating this as much as I am. I cannot wait to get into Season 2, Episode 1 of The Expanse. Let's go. Mars. Ow, that hurts my ears. Oh.
North out to him!
There a battle on Mars already? Whoa, that is some extreme firepower just from an arm holster. Ooh, and that is some good armor. What is happening right now? Jumping right into it. Whoa! Uh-oh, watch. Oh! Good duck. Draper. Second him. Oh, well.
Tango's down. We are in this crater.
3-4 Olympus, 612. Your best course time by almost 3 minutes.
Oh. Oh, this is like a training course, a training exercise?
Lieutenant, the skies will be crying just to please us.
No more next runs, Gunny. You're shipping out. Rumor is you're heading to Phoebe Station, so say your goodbyes and kiss your mommies. It's gonna be a long trip.
Phoebe, MMC, so Martian military something? Not the same thing as MCRN exactly. Martian military congression?
Don't worry, Hilly. Your inheritance will still be there when we get back. How many terraformers are family owned anyway? One of them.
Terraformers. I know what terraforming means, of course. So are these like machines that can terraform? So Mars is her home. It's all she's known. In that suit, looking at it like this. Oh, a simulation.
Someday.
Oh, that was cool. All right, so what's with the intro in season 2? Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, I'm not skipping this intro. What are you, crazy? Okay, so we've seen, like, this is the first time we've seen the surface of Mars. Oh, okay, we just saw that. That's Nauvoo with Tycho above it. The Expanse. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so fucking ready.
Other than being blasted by 50 times the lethal limit of radiation, you're doing surprisingly well.
Wow.
Who knows?
50 times.
Maybe you'll develop superpowers that you can use. That'd be perfect for you.
It's like 8,000 chest x-rays. Superpowers, did she say? No way that's happening. No. Not gonna believe it. Not gonna believe it. Yeah. I can't imagine the Rossi's gonna last like the entire length of the series. So when it ends, somehow, some way, oh, I'll be pissed.
Maybe we should let the guys on Tycho handle this.
Then whatever's in there will belong to Fred Johnson.
Roger that, Bo.
They got it off.
I need to pee.
The
I'm
Anubis.
peeing right now. Perks of a vac suit.
He's got it. What is it?
Temp gauge. That's a cryogenic chamber at the core.
Losing power.
Okay.
Which also means whatever it was freezing is going to become
Unfrozen.
There you go. Clean as a whistle. Right up.
That looked like a bladder symbol at the, like, 1, 2, 3 bladder symbol.
Infected.
Cross that bridge if we get to it.
You mean you're gonna space us?
Could you newsfeed? Traffic jam to Eros!
Give me that arm.
I think maybe you want to space us. Whether we test positive or not? Give him your arm and shut your mouth! Hey! Or I space to myself!
Should have left this guy in Arrows. He's trying to help you, dude. He has a very expensive medical device on your arm.
Whatever happened, maybe it's over now. Maybe some still left alive.
No, not over. Radiation. Half-life.
A lot more could have been saved.
They were the only ones who got anyone off, as far as we know. I mean, who knows what else happened in parallel while we were watching The Crew. There's probably a million stories that was happening on Eros at that time. Maybe some other people survived. Oh, Semi. Whoa, Miller with the scruff. I like it. Oh, I like that look a lot better. He better not shave. Now there's anything to be pissed about if he shaves.
Hey, you've been having trouble.
What, working the plumbing?
No.
With Jen, Alpha, Omega.
You know,
Because I just took an explosive.
never mind.
Okay. They're not that close yet to have that conversation.
To keep our hair.
Hooray.
Hey, I appreciate
Really
that.
now went through the same shit.
I bet you didn't bitch about it, right? Hey, I never did say it, but thanks for getting me off Eros. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Thanks for the lift.
Thanks for giving me what I wanted. What did you just say in the cancer? Yeah, well. Alright, cryo chamber. What is it holding? Liquid nitrogen. Is that the bio weapon? The bioparticle?
Shit.
It's the same. Once again, this came off the Anubis, right? If memory serves.
Madam, did our government build those
UN.
stealth ships that destroyed the Donager?
I want your viewers to listen closely. The engines in those ships were built by the OPA operatives working for Fred Johnson. My father taught me something. Never listen to what people say. Just watch what they do. Hello? Hold on, I can't hear you.
Whoa!
Archangel is secured.
Was Christian the target there? Dresden. I mean, give me a second to recover from that. Oh, this okay. It's Phoebe. God, just like this show just goes boom, 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 boom.
They were infected on purpose. These are lab notes.
The only way to see what it's
So this came out of the chamber as well.
Feeding it a larger biomass.
He's talking about Eros.
Oh,
In making
larger
the decision,
biomass.
Consider this. Phoebe was an extrasolar object, trapped by Saturn's gravity eons ago. What if it were merely a delivery system? A way to send a protomolecule to our solar system?
Extra
It begs the
solar.
question, sent by whom and why?
Oh shit.
Did he just say what I think he said?
He said extrasolar object.
First proof of extraterrestrial life.
And it's just more fucking death. Are you still gonna beat on that signal that you guys intercepted leaving Eros? Huh?
Yeah, of course we do.
The hell are we waiting for? You got an address. This is a gunship.
We have no idea what's waiting there.
No idea how long they're sticking around. I mean, maybe they already know that you picked up their scent.
We're not going in blind. Tycho first. The protomolecule.
No neck.
What are we gonna do with it?
Hang on. What if there was a way to use that sample to create a vaccine? Maybe still help those people on Eros.
That's the
People are beyond
main
help.
You
thought.
don't know that. None of us know what we're dealing with here.
Well, I'm not keeping it on the Rossi. I won't take that risk.
I sure as heck don't want to share bunk with that.
Yeah, I
Then
agree.
we'll hide it.
Where?
Out here. No one knows we have it. No one even knows we made it off Eros alive. It'll be safe.
There's an idea.
On an asteroid or
Take a look around, see if there's a good spot.
yeah.
All right.
Siroco?
She's doing it again.
Siroco, I said. These are the Martians from the beginning, or she's arm wrestling a robot? Okay. I'm not sure how the robot could feel fatigue unless they program that into its algorithm that it'll slowly feel fatigue over time, and it's the only way I can see it being a fair fight.
I can picture it now. You, in that suit, planting the Martian flag in the Statue of Liberty's tiara.
Earth won't even be a real fight. 30 billion lumps of shit. Watching vid screens, stuffing their faces full of free drugs all day. Hell, we should invade right now. Travis can't hide from Earth by putting on that Martian armor. His bones are all wrong from growing up in full G. We'll keep him anyway. Hey! Watch it.
All right, kids, keep it business.
Well put, Gunny.
So they're discriminating him for
Lieutenant?
living on Earth for just his first 5 years of his life. Did I catch that? That dialogue was extremely fast.
Something. Violins, Schubert in D minor. I think the lieutenant has the hots for you, Bobby.
Shut your hole or I'll assist you with that.
Come on, take one for the team. That way we'll always have the inside scoop.
I would do him if he buttered his bread on the same side as me.
I don't use sex as a weapon, little ones.
Okay.
I use weapons as weapons.
You'll be landing on Phoebe Station, securing the facility until we get a science team in for a deeper investigation. After Phoebe went silent, Donager was sent to investigate.
Ooh.
It looks like they were incinerated. All of the data cores have been wiped clean. This is a cover-up.
We still don't know what any of it means or whether or not Earth was involved.
Expecting any UN elements?
We don't anticipate engagement.
Well, lucky for them because there isn't a team on this ship that doesn't want payback for the Donny.
In any case, we will keep it business, not rumors.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Prep your teams. Dismissed.
Gunny. What did I see on her suit earlier? Draper at the beginning?
Yeah.
We know those styles were Earth-built.
So says Fred Johnson, mouthpiece for OPA terrorists, and now Earth is accusing him. We will not be led into war on anyone's leash.
I mean, Johnson sent out the files. I keep saying public domain, like the...
I was a private during the Vesta blockade. Half the Earth's fleet was headed to Mars to annihilate its former colony. If they couldn't have what we built, they were going to pound it back into dust. Luckily for everyone, cooler heads prevailed.
We all grew up with that story.
Because it was a warning. And we've managed to avoid a shooting war with Earth up till now. That's our job. To make sure that that war never happens.
Mutually...
And because of Vesta, we pushed back the terraforming project.
Sure,
50 years and 50 more. All those resources to the military now. None of us will live to see an atmosphere over Mars.
That was the price.
But it's still worth fighting for.
Okay. So this...
Safe down there.
This event prevented or pushed back Mars terraforming by 50 years. Yeah, they gotta be pissed about that.
Martians dispatched a ship to Phoebe Station, I know. What are you doing about it?
You need to get boots on Phoebe first.
That sounds like your mess. And sending a UN warship to a meaningless outpost like Phoebe will just draw more attention to it.
If you want a weapon system from my project, then it's our mess. Sell the UN on a story, make it stick.
We need to talk about arrows. Mars and Earth may be busy pointing guns at each other, but those quarantine beacons won't keep people away from arrows forever.
You're witnessing a discovery that could rewrite the story of humankind.
Sad up here.
Your imagination takes you as far as putting the boot heel to your former colony. This was Julie's spot, far from the house.
Yeah.
Where no one could find her.
Maybe because you were a dick to her.
Find her adventures. Even losing her was worth it. She's a sacred part of it now. So don't talk to me about sacrifice.
That's disgusting.
Ever again.
Oh, shut up.
Now that we're all done being irradiated, I think I'm gonna go check out this famous coffee machine you keep talking about.
Other way.
Well, coffee's been absent from the story for a little while. I'm disappointed. Good to see him make a comeback. Okay. What's gonna happen with these guys? Amos, you don't have to come that close.
You and I have something we need to get sorted out. We should get to that.
Yeah. Do you think you would have got off Eros without him?
No. But he wasn't a good enough friend to wait for you.
No. Somebody was right. It was stupid to wait.
But Naomi made the call. End of story for me. And when your pop pulled a gun, might as well shot himself.
All right, here's what I see, okay? You seem kind of like a trigger-happy whack job to me, so let me lay it on the table for you, all right? You shot my friend.
I get it. You guys say he's not trigger happy. You guys say he's not trigger happy.
Some street rat.
And I agree. That's too strong.
If you need to square up, you know where I am. Otherwise, you should move on because you're poisoning the air.
I mean, Miller, like, you're weak from radiation, you're older, yeah, what do you think was gonna happen there, man?
Stay down, Miller.
I tend to agree, Miller. Come on, I know you're full of relationship with Semi. Sure you guys were really good pals. Ah, shit. Come on.
Amos, no! Amos, stop!
I told him to stay down.
Okay, just go.
He was wearing a shirt that said Tachi, which was the former name of the Rocinante. Good touch right there. Showrunners, not surprised. Yeah, Miller, I'm not sure how you thought you were gonna win that fight. And he probably knew he wasn't. He probably knew he wasn't gonna win that fight. He just needed to let out some frustration. How's your hearing after that?
We put you in the crosshairs. We never should have made you the public face against Fred Johnson.
It was my choice.
Listen, we're going to beef up your security detail.
I'm already taking care of that. Intel says it was the Black Sky faction of the OPA. They caught wind of an assassination plot.
We got a name for one of the factions.
Hazard in my family.
What are you recommending?
We secure all our bases on the outer planets and head off their ships wherever we can.
Most of those bases are low-level research outposts or cargo way stations. If we place our ships in the paths of theirs,
they'll know we're ready for any planned acts of aggression. We share all those.
This guy is the smart one.
Does not want war. They want to get back to terraforming and building domes for their people.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I am convinced that they will respond in kind.
And erode our position if Mars decides not to give peace a chance. Sir, we're the most powerful nation
Erode
in the system. We need
what
to act
position?
Like that.
Pride isn't power.
And what vast font of battlefield wisdom
Yes.
are you drawing from, Admiral? I advise that we deploy our fleet to secure any base that might become a Martian foothold.
Madam, do you concur?
A Martian foothold. I mean, they're a foothold on Phoebe, like he said. It's just it's a rock. You guys have Earth. Mars is still a rock in a sense at this point. I mean, and she concurs. So this is her playing a game. She definitely doesn't concur really in her mind, but she's playing some kind of game there. Gotta figure out what it is.
Am I bothering you?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Thing with you and Amos.
Pretty sure he's not your fella, right?
Timber was a good man.
It's more like your kid.
Yeah.
200-pound homicidal kid.
Caught in a terrible moment, and he did what he thought he had to. So did Amos. Do you know that old story, Pinocchio?
Pinocchio. All right.
Oh, I get it.
You're 300 years old at this point or something, right?
Kind of like his guide star, right?
Like Julius to you. How
It's
normal.
parallel.
Never met her.
Saw
her that one
Never
time.
met her.
After they'd already killed
Someone
her.
did give away that in the comments last episode, so just be careful, everyone. But who knows if it's true.
Lifetime watching all the evil shit people did to each other. Nothing got to me anymore. But truly, I wake up some nights and I see her standing right there.
Okay.
She takes my hand. She tells me, you belong with me.
If you really have never met her, that is a little, it's just a little off.
Pretty sure I don't belong here. What kind of pathetic belters are we?
Then we need to stick together.
Why would Earth suddenly care about Phoebe Station? Must be something there they don't want us to find. The command was unequivocal. Under no circumstances are we to allow Phoebe to fall under UN control. Prepare your team for drop.
Who's gonna feast on Earth's sky and drink their rivers dry? Who's gonna stop their mountains into fine Martian dust? Till the rains fall hard on Olympus Mons, who are we? I can't hear you! Who are we?
Wow. She's the leader. She's the leader. Can't deny that. That was powerful.
Good to see you, Courtier.
Courtier.
If you'd known it was me, would you have come?
What do you want?
I want you on my security detail.
I've been out of the network for a decade. I handled freight security for a small firm with a lunar run.
Spare me the bullshit. I know all about your freelance work. You're a first-rate spy with a Robin Hood complex. You like screwing over the
Robin Hood.
powerful to help the little guy. You break the law and you don't get caught. You have skills which I thought might be useful someday.
And this shadow government? I assume you're working with Fred Johnson?
I have no love for Fred Johnson. But in this matter, his hands are clean.
Okay.
You're a hell of a liar in the news.
Yeah, she was
A little
playing something in the
chaser to buy
news.
some time. I'm being set up. When my investigation dead ends, I'll make an excellent scapegoat.
Who are the players?
Undersecretary Ehrenreich.
Christ.
I assume others.
Do they suspect you?
If they did, I'd be dead already. I don't have time to waste. I need a spy. Are you in or out?
Because she doesn't have Kenzo anymore. Another thing I didn't realize, but someone said that she did indeed get a hold of Kenzo. Not sure if that was a spoiler.
Ready to go. Now, if anyone comes near this mess, I won't know it.
So they're attaching
You okay there?
the cryobioweapon
That radiation field to give me superpowers.
to... So they're attaching it to a
Usually when we're in
torpedo?
dangerous situations, you hide your nerves by asking weird, inappropriate questions.
What?
Hey, Holden, you might just went dead.
Okay. What is happening?
Can you hear me through the mask? I can only imagine what you saw in Arrow, or what it was like to nearly die that way. We did not choose this, but this is our fight now. We're the only ones who know what's going on down there. The only ones with a chance to stop it.
Yeah, maybe.
Tell me that you're okay.
You've put your lives in my hands. I'm okay.
So it is a torpedo, but they're just gonna park it, right? Yeah, they're not gonna blow it up. Abandoned asteroid mine in the belt. That was a nice moment between Holden and Naomi. Once again, I fuck shit up with that little stout short joystick. Okay, they're not even gonna land it. They just, I guess it probably got caught in the asteroid's gravity, perhaps. Maybe. I mean, something that small though. I don't know. It's like, okay. It's not.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright, let's. Saw that coming. Alright. Oh, yeah, they're going all the way. Not sure if this is going to complicate things. What if Amos finds out? You and Nathan Hale en route to Phoebe Station. Not that, once again, I think Amos has a romantic thing for Naomi. But still, I don't know. Maybe it'd be like a brother-sister kind of thing.
What the hell? It's a ground operation. Why are we firing missiles?
Command must have forgot to check with us first, Private.
So is this MCRN ship firing against the Nathan Hale?
UNN command confirms that the MCRN Scirocco fired 5 missiles in
Scirocco.
response to the Nathan Hale's hard burn towards Phoebe.
Huh.
My God, they've done it.
Not yet. It takes two to play war.
There's a 20-minute delay from the AO. By the time we get a full assessment, the Hale and the Scirocco could both be dust. We have to anticipate the worst.
Phoebe's a backwater science station. What are they trying to protect?
It doesn't matter. They're making a move. As we speak, the Martians could be preparing a strike all over the system.
Have any of their other ships changed course or launched or done anything provocative?
Madam, by the time you see it on that display, it will be too late.
I know how the fucking thing works. Answer my question.
Go, Christian. To think you were mine.
20 minutes ago.
Let's see.
No.
That doesn't sound like a first strike to me. The missiles are a message to back off, nothing more.
The captain of the Hale will likely fire back on the Scirocco, as he's authorized to do. The MCRN will retaliate. Phoebe may be the spark, but it will not end there.
The captain of the Hale knows what's at stake. He's a man of restraint. He's one of our finest.
You know Captain Yevgeny?
Since he was a little know-it-all at the academy debating me in philosophy, I promise you, sir, he is the same wise man he was back then.
The wise thing to do right now is to target the MCRN fleet system-wide.
Mars isn't stupid enough to
sounds
start
like
a
the
war
stupidest
that will end
thing.
civilization or a rat hole like Phoebe. Let this saber rattling play out.
We'll hold until we hear from the Hale.
So he's the boss of, like, what's his, what is his title?
I didn't know we shared Captain Yevgeny as a friend.
An exceptional man.
Yes. Who never went to the academy.
He knows. Okay, so she was lying about knowing him, and now he knows it. But it seems like they were lockstep on, like, not wanting to engage. So. Okay, the 5 missiles went past.
Command. The Nathan Hale has
Yeah.
not fired on the Scirocco. Their missiles were not intended for us. I repeat, their missiles were not intended for us. Command.
He's like,
be
thank you.
advised.
Thank you.
We're standing down.
What are they doing then?
The Martians were targeting Phoebe Research Station, which
Okay, of
sustained
course.
multiple direct hits. The ice moon fractured under the barrage and the fragments spiraled into Saturn. It's completely gone.
Okay. So even like Gunny on the Martian ship and her comrades didn't know this was going to be the play. They thought they were going to engage, but someone else higher up was like, no, we're going there just to blow the station up. Oh, Semi. See you, my friend.
Alex?
Yeah.
What's the emergency?
Okay. It's kind of an emergency. So, listen, I'm thinking to myself, how often do we all just hang out together and just talk, without work? No, without work. Hey, listen. So I'm thinking to myself, I said to myself, self.
Yeah, Alex,
we ought to
go.
just do that, right? So. Voila. It's lasagna.
It's voila.
Because he's from Mars, he just like phonetically sounded out. Voila.
It's like a whole family recipe.
That's hilarious.
Staple of the Mariner Valley. Now, granted, we had
So we actually cooked that?
improvise a little bit without any real cheese or wheat or tomatoes or anything.
Damn, Alex, you're getting us really excited about this lasagna.
Don't go judging it before you taste it, Earther.
It's not bad, Marshall. You know, I remember a time in the series when there was real cheese.
They busted that black market curd cartel on 9th level.
Real cheddar from real cows.
Damn, they had cheese in the street for weeks. I remember that. Coming out of every nook and cranny, bricks of cheese and wheels of cheese and
I
peace-loving
love
brotherhood.
cheese.
As long as that lasted, and then it was gone.
God.
I busted that cartel. Yeah, it was me and Star Helix. We confiscated about 1,000 kilos of high-grade cheddar. It was bound for some luxury spa on Titan. Stuff was out of Vermont, too.
Vermont, baby.
Craziest thing, though, the whole shipment disappeared from the evidence lockup, that thing.
Oh, it just vanished.
Yeah, the security camera shorted out. What? Nobody saw nothing.
It's a nice scene so far. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
So the governor of Ceres gathers all the Star Helix cops together for an ass tearing. This guy wants to know, what is the plan for catching these dubious, nefarious cheese thieves, right? So he's there, he's tearing us a new one. Meanwhile, the whole room stinks like cheese farts. I think I know that, Governor. Teddy the detector, this guy was not.
Just studying the courses they did.
Same old shit, hurry up and wait, huh?
Sutton. Okay, got his name.
Look, Gunny, we got an intel flash. The Hale was carrying 10 times our number. We weren't going to send you down to a slaughter.
One of us is worth 20 of them.
Okay, but
They wanted something on Phoebe and we vaporized it. I'd say the fight's coming soon enough.
I hope you're wrong. Earth knows the price of escalation as well as we do.
You said our job is to prevent a war with Earth. Ever wonder if we've got it backwards?
Your job is to start a war? No,
Maybe
I
we
mean,
can't have
that
the
doesn't
duel
seem
of
right.
minds until we...
Okay, that is what you're referring to, though. That is an existential question. They need another war to occur before they are free to fully terraform Mars? Is that what she's kind of saying? Well, yeah, there's the simulation of terraformed Mars. And I mean, could a Martian travel to Earth with a passport? All right, cool. It's good to be back. All right, first episode of season 2 down. It was a great episode. It just feels so good to be back. We first started with some shots of Mars that we hadn't gotten before. They were doing a training exercise with Gunny being kind of the main character there. And then they got put on a mission to Phoebe, to go there under Sutton's command. I don't know what relationship they have. It seems like there was a point where they were goading her on like doing something like sexual with him. I don't know. That's kind of weird. And as you can already see, my thoughts are a little scattered in this outro. That's just kind of how it typically is with me now. I just like to go for these outros. But yeah, it was really cool to see Mars in person, you know, from a Martian's point of view on the surface, because we've only experienced Martians in space in their MCRN ships and whatnot. So you can already see a theme here brewing with the terraforming of Mars, or maybe lack thereof, or the process of it, or the process being stalled, I guess. They mentioned this earlier event 50 years ago. They called it something, I believe it began with a V. I'll have to go back and look at it. I missed it, but it set it back a while. And yet, I guess the circumstances were that it needed to happen. Otherwise, there would be this mutually assured destruction that would have occurred between Mars and Earth, which is another motif definitely being pushed on us here. Both, like Sutton said, Earth knows the consequences of war between Mars and Earth, just like Mars does. Mutually assured destruction, which, of course, is another parallel to recent human history here on Earth, the Cold War. So yeah, and just another great way that the show is turning current events or recent events into something that is logical to fit into the narrative that they're weaving in their story. So that's the Mars stuff. On the Rocinante, we got Miller, which once again, I love that he's here with the crew. I got my wish. I love his beard. I think he looks great with that. His hair looks better too. I don't mean to like harp on his physical features at all. That just kind of what occurs to me immediately. I don't know why. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know why. It was a little foolish of him to goad Amos. Of course, he was going to get his ass kicked. Amos is younger. He's stronger. He didn't just get belted with 50 times the lethal amount of radiation, but I'm sure Miller just needed to get some pent-up energy out. He's really sad about his friend, definitely. And I'm sure he's sad that he lost his hat, because, yeah. Let's see. More rambling thoughts. Anything else on the crew? Well, duh. So we have the Holden and Naomi stuff. I guess I should have seen that coming with the way Holden looked at Naomi at the end of season 1 when he just got back from getting doused with all that radiation. And I did mention that. Did I mention it I think I just mentioned this in a Patreon comment, actually, where even though I was like, wow, that look he gave Naomi was interesting, I did say that retrospectively, it was one of the better or one of his best acting beats that I remember. I think Straight, his last name is Straight, is a great actor for Holden. I think there are some people in the comments who might think I don't think that, because I've been questioning some of his character beats and some of his mannerism shifts. But regardless, I think he's doing a great acting job, and I thought that look he gave Naomi at the end of season 1 in episode 10 was awesome. It was so different, and it was so telling, so much so that I probably should have seen what just happened in this episode coming from a mile away. So they get together. Like I said during the reaction, I wonder how Amos is going to react to that if and when he finds out. And of course, with this show, it's not if, it's when. I don't think they have... Amos and Naomi have a romantic past. Who knows? Maybe Amos has feelings for her. I still don't get that. I just think he's really loyal, sees her as an older sister, so it'd be kind of like a brother being like, hey, why are you fucking my sister, you asshole? Let's see. Anything else on the crew on the Rocinante? I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. Sorry, it's a little late over here, and I am getting a little tired, so I'm just going to switch to Christian, which honestly has become the most complicated narrative thread of the three here. And I'll say the three, now we have the Mars new thread. So she chooses to be the face of denying what Fred Johnson claimed as far as Earth making those stealth ships on the Bush Navy base, which I find strange because, once again, didn't he send out all that stuff in public domain? Here's the chip from Lopez with all the drive information, blah, blah, blah. Take a look. I'm not lying. So the fact that, Christian says he is, and I guess he has Earnright, finally got his name down, believing it. I'm not sure how that's working. I know Christian's playing a game, and as we saw in a later scene, she does not believe that Fred Johnson is lying. She believes he's telling the truth, and she needs to act in the way she's acting so she does not become a scapegoat. And maybe already that attempt on her life was that playing out. There's a lot of political stuff moving there, and I know I do not have a great grasp on it right now, so forgive me. I definitely have to go back and marinate on those thoughts, and I know you'll help me out in a non-spoilery fashion in the comments. I'm sure. Just talk about this episode, por favor. Yeah, so we're back, everyone. The Expanse is back, and I'm so glad you guys are here back with me to experience it. Well, thank you all so much for watching this reaction with me on YouTube. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Hit that bell. It really helps out the channel and that dreaded algorithm. And if you want to support me further, you can support me on my Patreon. There's a link in the description below to see these reactions, edited reactions early, or full-length reactions in their totality. It is always the best way to support me. So, once again, everyone, thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next reaction.